Oh, good morning. I I'm not much for nothing this morning. Well, actually I'm saying good morning and it's 3:30 because last night I couldn't sleep at all, just couldn't sleep. Then this morning I finally went to sleep and slept for the day. And so now I'm awake and I'm getting my cup of tea. I just bought, which is thanks to y'all, I just bought tea, and it's a pack of six boxes of tea, all different blends. This one here is honey lavender stress relief soothing serenity blend, and so I'm just getting my tea. And every one of the little tags has a little saying on it. This one says, "Breath is the well, anyway, breath is the life, is the voice of your soul." This one says, use your head to live with heart. And so I just let that there steep right there. I'm going to save these. I don't know what I'm going to do with them, but I'm going to save them. Oh, maybe I'll just leave this one little envelope there and I'll just keep putting the little tags in there while I'm deciding what I'm going to do with it. So anyhow, I got started on my purse here, and I got started on this. Wait a minute, I gotta get. Oh, I had to reach back there and get a needle minder. I love my needle minders; they're so fun. Put that on there. Then I don't have to poke. Oh, hi. There's my little Aria. Good morning. Well, it's morning for me.
Afternoon.
Yeah, it is afternoon. But I just started making
A video?
a video. Oh gosh, I'm looking for the camera. I swear I'm losing my ever loving mind. There's my girl right there. I love this girl right here. She's my angel. So anyhow, I started looking at my directions to work on this purse, and I figure the directions will tell me anything I need to know. And there she goes. Okay, but because here it's got images too. But I'm telling you, I'm so confused. I'm so confused at this. I decided I need to. I de- I decided what I'm going to need to do is just figure it out on my own. I don't know if it's just me or if directions are just weird. But it says draw. Here's what it says first. Draw 1 centimeter seam inward along the side of the reverse side of the surface cloth. Then stick the cotton laying on the reverse side of the surface cloth in proportion. And then fold the front side to the front side in half. Then you sew from the point shown at the bottom, and then sew several more stitches back and forth at the beginning to prevent stitching, and then sew several more stitches back and forth at the end of the figure to prevent stitching, and then sew the left and the right sides as shown in the figure. But in the figures, I'm totally lost. Maybe it's just me, but once I get, well, first of all, of course, we're doing the embroidery part. And so But then maybe once I get the embroidery finished up and really start putting it together again, then maybe then I will, maybe it'll make a little bit more sense once I get the pieces, because it's just, to me, it looks confusing. But I will end up with something. I'm not sure what I'm going to end up with, but I'll end up with something when it's finished. And the one thing that I believe I see is in this handle. In the handle, it's got little holes all along the edge. So I'm thinking that I'm going to have to stitch through these little holes. There's probably 50 holes there or more. That I'll stitch through them holes somehow to attach it to the actual bag, and I'll be able to figure that out. If you all can find any videos that actually show how to do a kit like this, well, then you just send me the link, because now see, I just laid my needle down instead of putting it on the minder. See, that's what, well, where'd the needle go? Oh, there it is. Oh, there it is. Okay. But this being on the black, is, it is going to be pretty, I think. I was telling you yesterday that I wanted to do some embroidery on black. Well, then this here is going to, but look at how already the, how it just, the color just pops having that black background. And so it'll take me a little while to do this. And to get it finished. I won't get it finished in a day, but I will get it finished, because I do want to see the finished little pocketbook. It'll be so pretty. I know it will be pretty. And so, but see, I'm starting with the leaves here, these leaves. Then I'll go to something else. Of course I'll go to something else. But I've been watching on YouTube this series, I don't know if y'all's interested in this kind of stuff, but I am so totally interested. This is a gentleman that bought, sight unseen, he bought a house. He's up there somewhere in Canada, I think. I think he's in Canada somewhere. But he bought this old house, sight unseen. He just bought it. It's on an island. And so now him and his lady are making that house livable, which the house was actually not livable at all when he bought it. But he is working on it, and he's working on it just, it would be a way that I would have done it too. It's just like, just guessing, just, okay, we'll fix this by doing this and whatever. But they're making a little farm. They want a little farm is what they want. And so just today I'm watching it, and they had put in a little fence, and they made a little goat shelter, and then they went to the mainland and got 4 little goats that they now have in their little goat, in their little goat pen they made. Well, it's a little fenced in area and their little house. And then they're they went to the mainland and they bought a water, like a container that it'll hold like 500 gallons of, well, maybe not that many, maybe 100 gallons of water, and maybe 150, I don't know. They toted that to a high area of the island, so then they bought like a pump that they can just pump the water right in from the lake, so that they have running water, gravity feed to water, to keep their goats in plenty of water. But they're always doing something, and they don't have a vehicle on land. Except they have a, like a four-wheeler or something that they use to tote stuff around from the, they got an old boat too. Their boat is just looks like, their boat's a little rough, but it works. And then they go to the mainland to get their supplies and then bring it back. But I just love watching them, how happy they are with just nothing. I mean, with the mere nothing, the bare necessities. And it's so cold up there. It's snowy and it's cold, but they're always happy. And they're always happy. They're happy for every little thing that they can accomplish on their little island. And it's just, and there's other people that live on this island full time, and but not many. I think on that island, maybe there's a dozen people. I'm not sure. Not many at all. But the ones that are on the island, they do help each other. And because they all live, they don't have any electricity out there. Their electricity is just by solar power. I don't think there's electricity anywhere on the island. Now, I could be wrong on that, though. But they don't have no McDonald's or nothing out there. And so I'm just enjoying so much watching this couple as they progress in getting their house built. Now they've got their goats. Hopefully they'll get some chickens, and maybe they'll get milk from their goats. Well, I don't guess they'll get goat, because they got 4 baby girl goats, little girl goats, and I don't think they can get milk unless they get a boy goat and have goat babies, and then that's when they can start getting milk, I think. Now, and I used to raise goats. You'd think I'd know that. I guess because I used to raise goats, that I when I was younger and I had some energy, then I raised goats, and I loved my goats right out here on this here property. And we had quite a few goats. And I remember one night that we were waiting for one goat. We could tell she was in her labor. And I did not want to go to bed without, and just leave her out there because it was cold that night. And so we had plenty of hay for her bedding, and then I fixed her a dish of, a pan of warm water with sugar, and that would warm her too and make her feel better. But then I decided I'm just going to stay out here, and so I got my sleeping bag, and then I would just stay out there with her, and I did. I just laid out there with her while she was laboring, and I had a wind-up alarm clock because I wanted to keep track of the time, with her laboring and stuff. And it was so cold that my wind-up alarm clock froze. It was cold that night, but boy, I stayed out there with her, and I think that's kind of partly, in our barn that we had, it was just kind of, our barn wasn't anything fancy. It was just kind of just scrapped together to make a barn. Everything was scrapped together on our little farm, and but it was still our farm. Yeah, I got them leaves, but we now there's no sign of any of that anymore out there because we no longer have a real farm anymore. But I mean, like I say, we've been out here 50 years, and the kids were little, and um, we we were very involved in farming and 4-H and FFA with the kids. I had a 4-H club, but anyway, all that is a memory now, and I'm so glad to have those memories that I can think back on all those beautiful memories that I had while raising my children. And now I'm making more memories, collecting more memories of my children raising their children. And so and it's just beautiful. It's just a beautiful life. That is good. This is good tea. This is the one that is honey lavender. Oh, is that good? That is real good. Yogi. And so this package that I bought from Amazon, it is three no, 6 different boxes of tea, and each one of a different flavor. And so that's good tea. I want to not drink as much coffee anymore. I drink coffee and tea, but I think I'd rather just stick to the tea. I decided. So here I first go with this stem. I'm not using what they call a stem stitch. I'm using the oh, now I don't know what it's called, but where you just make a stitch. You make one stitch, and then you come back in through that stitch, so you're splitting that stitch. And there we go. And so then we just split that stitch and go down to make the next stitch. I like to use that one in my stems. And when I get up to the leaf, then I'll start doing what they call a satin stitch, and of course I do it. I don't get it real smooth and perfect like I see a lot of people do. But then I know too that the people that I'm watching, or that people that have wrote these books and showed their pictures in the books, they've been doing it for like a long time, and they might be. Now I'm going to start with the satin stitch right here that I'm at the bottom of that leaf, and they've been doing it a good long while, and so of course they're going to be more advanced. But I'm not going to let that deter me. I'm going to continue to keep on keeping on. And now that I'm watching more people that do the freeform embroidery, then that gives me my permission I needed. Seems like I always have to have permission, and but it does. It gives me permission just to be happy with what is coming out on my project. And so, and when you're in the autumn of your life, it's best to just keep on Just keep busy making yourself happy. And that's what I'm doing. I have done my time in the barn, in the fields, raising children. So much that I've done. And there's so much that I feel like I've accomplished, and now I have the memory. So, for a while I was feeling, for a long while, oops, I didn't get that high enough. For a good while, I've been feeling like, gosh, I need to be doing more and doing more. Feel like I feel lazy or something. But then, getting to thinking about it, and I decided I don't have, and my daughter-in-law keeps telling me, you've done your time, it's time for you to just relax and let me take over. And so, but I just sometimes just feel like I'm being lazy because there's so much needs to be done and I'm not contributing. But I'm learning that I am contributing nonetheless, and I'm keeping myself occupied, and yeah, and I enjoy what I do, and I enjoy filming what I do, and I feel, and I know you all are real people. You are not much different than I am, because for a while even I thought, okay, I've been doing this for like 11 years, just doing making videos, not regular or not often, but at one time I really thought of the subscribers or the people that watch, that they're just not real people. They're just people that are hiding inside of my computer. And but then it come to me that no, we are all real people. I watch videos like I'm watching these young couple that are starting out life and working so hard to make life real. And one day, even that couple will sit back and just enjoy the memories. And so that's how memories are made. And so I am just so enjoying watching these. And like I said, it's Scote. I wrote it down so I could tell you. Skote. Scote Outdoors. And they're just a lovely couple to watch, and that's what they're doing. They're making memories, and one day they're going to sit back on their front porch with a cup of tea and just reminisce with one another how they're going to say, do you remember when? And it's going to be wonderful. It's going to be wonderful. And so I like to watch those kind of real heartwarming videos. In fact, this video that I'm watching now, I got it paused right now, but it started out with the young lady, and they're in the boat, and she's just hugging on them goats. And oh my, I had to leave a comment right at that moment. I had to go and start my comment because, oh, my heart was just absolutely overfilled with joy watching that. That just, oh my gosh, it just warmed my heart. And that's what I told them in the comment too. I'll finish watching the video while I work on this here embroidery. But I am loving this embroidery, and now since I've pretty much been taught by videos that I watch, I've been pretty much taught that that about the freeform embroidery. That just the freeform, just I don't know. It just the word free, I guess, is what done it for me. It just really gave me permission to keep going on with my bad self, and I don't have to worry if it's perfect or not. But there now, I've got those 3 sets of leaves. They're done. And I got one more set of these green leaves to go right here. And so then I'll switch to another. Oh, then I'll probably go with these. Oh, I don't know. Then I'll probably go with this one here. These ones here, maybe. I don't know. I'll go with another one of the leaves, I guess, before I go to the big leaves and the flowers. But it'll be fun. It's going to be fun just to do this, even if I never do get my... I will get it done. I will absolutely get it done. But, okay, I don't have enough thread still on here right now to continue on. So I'm going to put that in my glob. I forget what it's called, but I watch this one lady. She works from, let me see if I have something here that's not a big mess. There's one lady, and I don't remember her name right now. I'd have to find her too, because I need to shout her out too, that I watch. But she's got, okay, this is the other half of the 3. I'm using 3 strands right here. And I love that I put my needle threader on this pom-pom thing because it's easier to find. And I love this needle threader. This is awesome. But I got it there in that little thing. It doesn't get lost. I mean, in time it probably will because I lose everything. But that works good. And so then I'm going to just get that going. I always leave my tea bag. I just don't take it out of there till I'm done. I just leave it in there and just get every bit of flavor out of that tea possible. But this one lady that I watch, I'll have to find out. I'll have to go through my history to see. But she's got all her embroidery flosses, and she's got them on the little bobbins, and in her box, all organized beautifully. But then she's also got I don't remember what she calls it, but it's just a glob of pieces of embroidery floss. And she'll look through that thing to see if she can find a color that she needs, because she might need a color that she just needs a little small piece, or she might be saying, okay, I just want to do this piece in a little light green or something. And then she'll just pick up that nest of embroidery flosses and just pull that one. She goes, oh, here's one. I'll just use this right here. And she'll say, oh, this one right here. And she's digging out of that little bundle of embroidery floss scraps. I'm going to start me one of them too. I've probably got about 99 of them already started. But and she's got in that little bundle just the flosses that are like the end pieces and stuff, And then when you're doing some embroidery that you're just going on your own and you're drawing your own image and whatever, well, and you don't have directions except what's in your head, well then that is perfect to work out of your little nest. And so, but embroidery at one time, that I thought, when I first started slow stitching, I thought, oh, this is great because embroidery is just too many rules, too many instructions, too many. With embroidery, I thought there's a right and a wrong. What did I do there? That's something I'll. Let me see what did I do down here? Oh, it made a little knot, but it's tight in there, so I'm just going to cut one end off there. There we go. Now it's all well. Everything's fine now. It's fine. And once I learned that embroidery didn't have to be perfect and exactly correct done, unless you're entering it in the county fair and there's going to be judges looking at it with a magnifying glass. But there's not going to be no judges looking at this with a magnifying glass. So then in that respect, I do not have to do anything perfect. We're going to just do it until it makes us happy. If it makes you happy, then it tickles me pink. I almost said I was going to say what Papa always says. If it makes you happy, it tickles, and then he'd say something else. But I can't say what he said because then my channel would be taken down. Don't want to take my channel down. Yeah. But anyhow, so I'm going to, I've got to get a little package together. I told you all that I had ordered some special things for another young lady that I watch. And so they came in, so I got to get them packaged up so I can mail them off tomorrow. Hi, Papa, what you doing?
I come to tell you I was running away from home.
Are you running away from home?
Yeah.
How long are you going to be gone?
About 8 minutes.
8 minutes?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
That's about how long it takes to go to the road and back.
That's about how long it takes to go the road and back. All right. Okay, well, I'll see you when you return. Watch out for the aliens hiding behind the nasturtiums.
I'll try to.
Okay. I was going to take him a walk out to the road and back, which he does a few times each day. Keeps him out of trouble, we got to do whatever keeps us out of trouble at our age. And so he likes to go to his little walks, and he always comes and tells me before he leaves, and then he comes and tells me when he gets back. Jennifer and Jeffrey are supposed to be here sometime today, so hopefully they do. They were going to come yesterday, then Jeffrey said, well, they're busy with errands, so he said we'll probably come tomorrow. So today is yesterday's tomorrow, so hopefully they do come by for a little bit anyway. But they're busy. I know they're oftentimes busy. Some of my leaves here don't exactly look like a leaf, but if you are looking from a distance, you'll never know. You'll never, ever know. But yeah, I'm going to read and really look at them directions close and use my magnifying glass or something, and maybe I'll be able to come up with the exact way that it's supposed to be done. But But yeah, I'll figure out something. It's going to be a purse when I get done. This is going to be a purse. Probably all with my own directions, but it'll be done nonetheless. But I think already this is looking pretty. Just this light green with the black background. I think it looks real good already. So, let me get this leaf done. After each color, each new color you put in, it just seems like it's like the sun keeps getting brighter. Each time you put in a new color, it's just adds. It adds to the joy, and it's joyful. It's joy, and you can get these kits for now. Some places do charge quite a bit, but you can get the kits at a decent price. You know, like I say, I'm ordering from Temu, and then there's another. Well, then of course I've gotten, oh my gosh, so many gifted to me that are. But this one I got from Temu, and then you pay less. You got to wait a while for having delivery, but I've got so many kits now that are mostly have been gifted to me, which I appreciate so much. There we go. So see now, I have all that one color done. I don't think there's anything. 1, 2, 3, 4 sets, and I think that's all that's on here that's using this color. Oh, maybe. Oh, that's number 4. So this is a different one. This is number 6. So that's all that's on here that uses this here color. So anyhow, it's gonna be pretty. It really is. But even just the start of it right there is beautiful. Okay, well, I'm going to read from Jesus Calling this morning. And today is the 23rd. So I only have to look up there at my I turn the page at my computer. It tells me what day it is. So March 23rd. I am a God of both intricate detail and overflowing abundance. When you entrust the details of your life to me, you are surprised by how thoroughly I answer your petitions. I take pleasure in hearing your prayers. So feel free to bring me all your requests. The more you pray, the more answers you can receive. Best of all, your faith is strengthened as you see how precisely I respond to your specific prayers. Because I am infinite in all my ways, you need not fear that I will run out of resources. Abundance is at the very heart of who I am. Come to me in joyful expectation of receiving all you need, and sometimes much more. I delight in showering blessings on my beloved children. Come to me with open hands and heart, ready to receive all I have for you. And Psalms 36, 7 through 9 says, how priceless is your unfailing love. Both high and low among men find refuge in the shadow of your wings. They feast on the abundance of your house. You give them drink from your river of delights, for with you is the foundation of life. In your light we see light. And then in Psalms 132, verse 15, it says, I will bless her with abundant provisions. Her poor will satisfy with food. And then John 6, 12 and 13 says, when they had all When they all had enough to eat, he said to his disciples, "Gather the pieces that are left over. Let nothing be wasted." So they gathered them and filled 12 baskets with the pieces of the 5 barley loaves left over by those who had eaten. That's good. All right. So I'm going to let you all go, let you all breathe a while, but I will update you, and I'll probably maybe show you along as I work on this piece. And today I don't have no headgear on or nothing. It's just what you see is what you get. That's just me. Okay, love you all so much. Thanks for hanging out with me for these 41 minutes. And you see, you can see the glitter in my eye. That's my ring light. I like my ring light so much. I've been wanting one of them for a long time, and now I have one, and I like that light a lot. This one that I got over my head, it just sometimes was too bright for me, and but I had to have it on so I could see. But now with that ring light, it shines right down on what I'm doing, and I can see just really, really well. So, all right. God, I'm getting that waddle thing like old chicken stuff. I just noticed that. Just noticed that. I got all my whiskers plucked, so that's good. All right, okay. I ask God to watch over you every step you take, every move you make. I ask Him to keep you safe and secure and happy, healthy, and humble. I'm trying to move my head so that the light doesn't show in my glasses. I can go like this. There you go. Now it shows my eyeballs. But anyway, and keep you safe and secure, happy, healthy, and humble. Keep you just comfortable. I want you just to be comfortable. All right? And no matter what, no matter what, stay another day. God bless. God bless.